Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Just Shake or Stir. Thank you for tuning in, and of course, if you watch the news, you know many things happening around the world and in the UK. For example, US of A have a big election, good luck with that, and for us in UK, we start the second lockdown today. So, what this mean? This mean one thing for me, more cocktails, more content for you, more often. So if you're ready to start with today's cocktail, let's roll the intro first. Alright guys, big election in US of A, big lockdown in the UK, however things happening, we just keep going, and no matter how bad it sounds as a lockdown, I find it quite refreshing for me, because first of all, I can spend more time home, second, I can record more videos for you, and third, I can share pretty much every day, so who knows, I may be uploading a cocktail a day, we don't know yet. But then, on the other side, there's some good news from the spirit world. Since 2nd of November, there was a kickoff of the Sherry Week, which is obviously for a week. People celebrating sherry all around the world. The original start from Jerez, the triangle of sherries in Spain, but it's celebrating different venues all around the world. Also, from 1st of November till 8th of November, it's the Old Fashioned Week. So as you can see, two wonderfully fantastically produced spirits, bourbons, whiskey, sherries, everything going. And I will share with you one cocktail today with sherry. If you want to find out more recipe, make sure you follow me on Instagram. The link is below in the description, because I share the everyday different recipe cocktails. Also, I'm gonna make some old-fashioned recipes for you. Not the classic though, because the classics is been made so much on YouTube and everywhere. I will give you 1, 2 or maybe 3 different variations to try of the old-fashioned, still keeping the base and the core of the cocktail, but with few twists. So without further ado, without rambling too much, let's do the cocktail today. Today it's all about sherry. Now this cocktail, first of all, I think it was recorded back in 1900s as a recipe. Not very clear, the story it's very long, so if I have to say it, we'll move this video to a film, so we don't have to do that. However, the first recipe it's 1900. Then obviously, as every cocktail, I had its variations and different versions of the cocktail, but the original one it's required Fino sherry, dry vermouth, Angostura Aromatic Bitter and Angostura Orange Bitters. That's it. If you don't like too much the dryness from the dry vermouth, you can swap to sweet vermouth or vermouth rosso. But then it's gonna change totally the profile of the cocktail. The cocktail originally is created as an aperitif because of the dryness of the Fino sherry and of the dry vermouth, and it's lovely to be served before meal. Now, if you wanna serve it after meal, then swap your dry vermouth with a sweet vermouth and you'll be fine. First of all, before you do the cocktail, make sure you chill your glass. The cocktail is served in Nick Nora glass, which you see in front of me. So if you can put it in the freezer, it's fantastic to be chilled. But if you can't, it's enough to put 2 cubes of ice and just leave it on the side when you do the cocktail. Cocktail is straightforward, guys, okay? It's using Fino sherry. Today I'm using Marismeno Fino sherry from the Aromatic Bodega in Jerez. You can use any sherry, any Fino dry sherry, so it has to be dry sherry, okay? So 45 ml from the Fino sherry. In the mixing glass, I don't know if I mentioned this, yeah, the cocktail it's not shaken, it's stirred and it's just chilled out, and that's it. Then we have a Noilly Prat dry vermouth. So if you're one of my followers, you know I love Noilly Prat, and I always say it's the king of the dry vermouth. That's what it is. France, the king of the dry vermouth. Italy, the king of the sweet vermouth. That's how it goes. But Anyway, 45 ml of the Noilly Prat, or if you have Martini Dry, that's fine, any dry vermouth. Okay, let's put this back here. 2 dashes of Angostura Aromatic Bitter and 2 dashes of Angostura Orange Bitter. There you go, and that's your cocktail, guys. Simple as that. It may sound really simple, but trust me, it's delicious. Filled up your mixing glass with ice and give it a good stir. We need to chill the cocktail nicely. So if you're new to the sherry, if you're just exploring the sherry, there's a very misconception, especially here in the UK. People kind of affiliate or relate the sherry to the elderly people. Very wrong. For example, if you go in Spain, every different age drink the sherry. The sherry is like a wine, okay? It's a fortified wine. So if you want to drink before dinner like aperitif, you start with dry sherry. Then you go up and you go, let's say, to oloroso, which is good to be served with the meals. Then you go even higher for the 30-35 years old sherries. I had the video which I'm gonna link here in the card, and you can see there's a little bit of story about the sherry and about the different types of sherry if you want to find out more. So stirring the cocktail. Give it a good chill, and then we need to discard this ice from our Nick Nora glass. It's so nice and chilled, as you can see. Don't need double straining because we're not shaking, there's no any broken ice. Just strain your cocktail in the Nick Nora glass, and here is the secret: green pimento stuffed olives. That's your garnish. Make sure, I mean, you can use any green stuffed olives, but if you find pimento, make sure you use them because they're lovely, like a huge green olives, fantastic texture, and they're beautiful for this sherry and for the dry vermouth. Okay, right, this one it's missing the pepper inside. Yeah, they're stuffed with red pepper, which is gonna give a little nice nuance in the cocktail. And be generous, the cocktail requires 3 of the pimento olives. Just drop them in, and this is it, guys. That I'm so ready for it. The bamboo cocktail. Okay, cheers. Oh, that's so wonderful. It's beautiful. It's dry, but not so much dry because obviously we have stirred it with ice, we dilute a little bit, so we kind of wash out a little bit of the dryness. But generally you have this dry note, and it's a proper aperitif cocktail before meal to boost your appetite and open your palate for experience another flavors when you go for a meal. And it's a wonderful low ABV because sherry and a vermouth is just, oh, it's wonderful sip. And best of all, it's going fantastic with the pimento olives. Oh yeah. I will enjoy that. I'm actually start liking this lockdown. Cheers, guys. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, leave me a comment, do anything. Enjoy yourself here, and I may see you tomorrow. Yes, I didn't say next Thursday. I may see you tomorrow with some old fashions. Who knows? But before I leave you, just so you know, I mentioned a few times in the videos, Behind the Bottle shows kicking off this Sunday. And our first guest is the owner and the guy who produced Agora Vermouth Rosso in the UK. Brand new vermouth, fantastic. Make sure you're not missing this one, and be prepared. Okay, it's a show, it's not 7 minutes video, it's a long video interview with the Agora Vermouth over Zoom. We talk about the Vermouth, we do cocktails, we do tasting notes, we do everything like supposed to be. And it will be available on podcast as well. So make sure to put this in your diary and watch this Sunday. Okay? Now I'm gonna go enjoy my bamboo cocktail. See you later. Bye. I do like the Noilly Prat. If you watch my channel or if you're new to the channel, you stick around, you'll figure out that I do love Noilly Prat. It's the king of the dry